What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my first Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay commentary. Yep, I've had it since before release day and I've been playing it, had a good go on it now. I've got like about 10 or 12 hours on the game and I've got a good idea of how it is. This is going to be basically a first impressions commentary and just kind of tell you lot where I'm going with Call of Duty Ghosts and, just a general talking. So I guess I could say hello, how is everybody doing today? And yeah, let's talk about Call of Duty Ghosts. So like I said, I've been playing before release on an early copy that I got from a shop. Of course, and yeah, I've got to say, guys, right now as the game stands, I'm not enjoying it as much as Black Ops 2. It is a very different experience, and I'm going to go into why that is and kind of give you my reasons and just kind of general opinion on the game so far and just some general facts. And yeah, like I said, tell you what I'm going to be doing with this game on my channel. So let's get straight into it. Like I said, Call of Duty Ghosts is a lot different from Black Ops 2. One thing that you might automatically realise, if you look at me killing these people on the screen right now, guns do so much damage. I cannot stress that enough. I know there's probably going to be a day one patch, but as the game stands right now, on release, well, I'm recording this before the release of the game, probably, yeah, this is going to have a patch already by the time this commentary is released, I think. But either way, guns do so much damage. If you can see this gun I'm using now, the MSBS, I'm going to do a commentary on this on its own because it just deserves to be talked about. This gun is a melt machine. This gun is absolutely insane. It's a one burst gun from pretty much any distance aside from long range. As you see there, for instance, I got a 1.5 burst, but aside from little inconsistencies like that, the gun is... it's ridiculous. Just pick the gun up, use it, hip fire it from a guy. Look there, perfect example. I hip fire him once and he just falls over. He says, "Life is not worth living anymore." And then there's another guy there and he just says, "Parla, take me however you want me," and I take him. But yeah, it's not just this gun. In the spawns in this game, as you've seen just there, I spawned in front of a guy. Luckily, I got the kill. The spawns are not great. Hopefully, that's patched, but right now, the spawns are not good. But going back to what I was saying, guns just do so much damage. Every gun you pick up, whether it's got a silencer, etc., they just do so much damage. And it's going to be quite worrying, looking at the competitive scene, how that's going to play out. I've got faith. I'm not saying that the game is bad, but there's a lot that I can be critical about with regards to this game. So, yeah, moving on to, the spawns, as I was just saying. The spawns right now... again, it's hard to say anything about them other than that right now they are not that good. As you can see, I've just picked up the Maniac Killstreak. This is where you knife people and stuff, and I got it from field orders, I think. I'm not really sure. Just go back and check that for yourself if you want to, but I'll get onto this in a second. So, yeah, the spawns, you'll find yourself spawning behind people a lot. You'll find yourself spawning in front of people. Just in general, quite inconsistent, and it's a bit disappointing that's happened since, this is, I think, the 10th Call of Duty, something ridiculous, and the spawns were at least improved in Black Ops 2, although they weren't perfect, and it seemed like a bit of a step back. But yeah, whatever. So the map that we're playing on right now, I think it's called Octane, is a good map. I might be wrong about that. I'll correct that in annotations if I am wrong. But it's a good map, and the reason why that is because it's a reasonable size. However, most maps in this game are absolutely huge. There's this one map called Stonehaven Castle, and that map, if you remember Wasteland from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I think, this is a very rough estimate, but I think it is probably about 2 to 3 times the size of Wasteland. It is huge. It's massive, and you just can't see that translating well into competitive. At least I can't. If you've played it already, give me your opinion on it. The map design is interesting. I like the way the maps look. A lot of colours, a lot of variation. But they just don't seem to... again, these are all very early impressions, but right now, they don't seem to play brilliantly, is the only way I can put it. Again, I'm not going to say that this is a bad game. It's obviously not a bad game, but as the game stands now, I think there are things that I'm going to be critical about. I want to keep, making you guys clear that I'm doing that for a reason. You know, I'm not just a blind Call of Duty fan. I want to be honest. I want you guys to enjoy that about my commentaries and know that you're going to be getting an honest review of whatever game I'm playing. And right now there are a lot of things about Call of Duty Ghosts that I can you know, point out and say this could be changed. Like, for instance, look at where my logo is. It's under the scoreboard. And so the reason why that is because the scoreboard has moved. Instead of it being in the bottom left and then you press select and it comes up in the middle of your screen, the scoreboard is in the top right. I'm not a static person. I don't like things that don't change and don't try to improve themselves. But there are changes which are kind of pointless and, you know, just unneeded. And putting the scoreboard there just, I don't know, I don't see the thought process behind it. It's harder to notice it when you're killing people. It's just not as attractive being there, and it's just a bit of a bother because when you try and open the scoreboard, you don't get it in the middle of your screen. Maybe they do that so that you don't go blind when you open the scoreboard, and by blind I mean it blocks your vision. But, you know, I prefer that because, I think most people do, because that's the general consensus on Twitter, etc., and the sniping community, montage community, etc. They kind of share the same sentiment as me. Either way, I guess that sticking around, we'll have to see. So yeah, like I was saying, the maps are big. They're varied, they look nice, but they're big. They're just too big. And I don't know, for me, I'm not a fan of that, because Call of Duty, whilst I don't like, I have said in past commentaries, hugely fast-paced, frenetic gameplay all the time, having huge maps is just not the solution to that. And considering that guns do so much damage, you can be shot from somewhere where you don't know, so you don't know the location of who's shooting you, and you just don't have a time to like hide or react. You will literally just die because the gun melts you, and you'll never know where you've been shot from. But yeah, I mean, in general, not too happy with them, like the size of the maps and the design as well. Like, there's just too many places to run and hide, and you find yourself running into a lot of campers, which is obviously something that I am not a big fan of. Moving on, let's talk about the perks. So like I said, guns do a lot of damage, it's tricky. The perks in this game, they're interesting. They've gone back to the kind of like Modern Warfare 3 standard, where it's less about the attachments on your guns, a la Black Ops 2, and more about the perks that you're using. The problem with this is that some of the perks that should be kind of attachments on guns, at least I think make sense, and the competitive community agree makes sense as having them as gun attachments instead of perks, are, yeah, they're perks. Like, for instance, Stalker is a level 50 perk. I've been playing quite solidly for like 12 hours, and I'm only like level 22 or 24, I'm not sure. And so that kind of puts into context just how long you're going to have to play to start seeing some sort of reward. Just to put that again into context once more, when you start, you get these 10 characters to choose. Well, you start with a character. So the way prestiging works in this is you have like 10 characters. You start off with one, and then you can buy other ones with squad points. So there's no longer prestiging. You have 10 characters that you can level up individually. I like that. That's a good idea. And so basically, when you buy one of these characters or unlock one, it gives you the option at the start to pick like a package of perks that you unlock off the bat. And so it gives you a chance to unlock those higher perks. Of course, they only give you like, they spread out those best perks, those higher ones, throughout the different packages. So if you want to pick Stalker, you're going to miss out on the Ghost equivalent, which is off the grid, and you're going to miss out on Quick Draw. I picked the Quick Draw one, and it makes, and so in which case I don't have Stalker, which means that using assault rifles is a bit tricky. I don't know. I just think that having those as perks, like, look at the spawns there, like, that's ridiculous. Like, again, I want to stress that I'm not being hugely negative about the game. I think this game has promise, it has a chance to be good in both a public and competitive sense, but there is a lot that could be improved with this game, and I will not hold my tongue just to, you know, give you guys the wrong impression. Some of you guys, especially the younger people watching my videos, you might not have a job, you might not have a lot of money, and you can't just go out and buy a game to try it out. I want to let you guys know exactly how I feel the game is, and, you know, make a decision, a rational, intelligent decision. So, yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not a big fan of having the removal of gun attachments for perks. So yeah, I've talked about the guns, I've talked about the maps, I've talked about perks, I've talked about, yeah, a couple things now, and I guess I could talk about the Killstreaks. The Killstreaks, Specialist is cool. Specialist is obviously super cool in this game because there's, I think, 30 perks. So once you get the Specialist bonus where you get all the perks, you are a tank. You are absolutely insanely, you know, you'll just destroy anyone. And you'll have the advantage in any gun battle if people are attacking you, etc. Support and Assault, you know, I didn't like this in Modern Warfare 3. Just not really my preference. And it pains me to say this, but I feel like the kill streaks are not even as interesting as the ones in Modern Warfare 3. The best kill streaks, obviously, you can get a 25 KEM strike, which will like change the way the map looks and stuff, and the way the map plays. But other than that, there's like the top streaks are these two kind of like satellites that you use to provide support for your teammates and also shoot missiles onto the floor. They're kind of interesting, a bit different. I do like the idea, but I don't know. The other streaks, there's like the thing, Dragonfly from Black Ops 2 is back, except it shoots out rockets. That's kind of interesting. And then there's like UAVs, a mobile kind of UAV sort of trophy system thing called the Night Owl. But they're just, you know, they're not very exciting to use. There's nothing which you really enjoy getting your hands on. And the stealth chopper in this, it's called like the battle chopper or something. It not only has super accurate machine gun fire, but also shoots out rockets. And it just doesn't miss, and it's just extremely overpowered. So you can see here I've got the Specialist bonus, and I'm now going to tank some geezers, I think, if I remember correctly. But either way, this commentary is coming to an end. Please let me know your feedback on this video. Ghost is going to be a huge part of my channel for the next year or so, as well as, of course, my general gaming stuff. And going into the next gen, I'll have the next gen version. I'm going to be doing everything, guys. This is my big sort of channel rebranding, channel change now. New logo, intro, new games, got big things coming. And I want to know you guys' feedback, because I want to make content, firstly, that I enjoy, but secondly, that you guys are going to enjoy, and that you can help change my channel, help grow it, and make it the way you want. So please like, please comment, please subscribe. Sharing always helps. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. And yeah, big things coming. Peace.